Many of these sightings during the 1960s were seen over Ohio. The chairman of a Cleveland, Ohio-based UFO organization called Cleveland UFOlogy Project made a public statement that UFO reports were dramatically increasing in the Cuyahoga County, insinuating that something was going to happen. By the year 1966, reports of flying saucers in the United States skyrocketed, with many of these reports coming from the state of Ohio. An article in the local newspapers reported that in March alone, mass UFO sightings were reported in Columbus, Toledo, Athens, Salem, and Dayton, among other Ohio cities. On August 15th, around 11 a.m., the telescope's built-in IBM computer containing 64,000 bytes of memory generated a printout. This printout represented an intelligence signal that came from beyond the moon. The signal was 30 times more powerful than the background noise picked up from Earth. Thursday, September 21st, 1972, an object quite foreign to human knowledge was observed in the southern sky by Parma Heights, Ohio residents. Then, several days later, a similar object appeared over the capital of North Vietnam on September 29th in the same month. The incident caused an air raid alert, which was followed by 3 surface-to-air missiles to be fired at the object. With the rockets having no effect, it continued to hover over the capital for an additional hour and a half before slowly moving out of sight. One early morning in November of 1975, a man phoned in to the Madison Township, Ohio police station at 3:45 in the morning to report observing a strange green light hovering in the night sky for a full 20 minutes. The dispatcher informed the on-duty patrolman to investigate. By the time the police officer arrived at the scene, the strange object began moving eastward. In his cruiser, the police officer, along with the other witnesses in their vehicles, followed the strange flashing light down Chapel Road.
Want to see the screen, Lisa?
So all those cars are privately owned.
They were later joined by a Lake County deputy sheriff in his cruiser. As the UFO hovered over some high-tension wires, they all exited out of their automobiles to get a better look.
The other one is 85 East End Avenue.
They watched in amazement as the object flew out of sight only to return again, before continuing eastward over Ashtabula County. Coincidentally, the day before the National UFO Conference was to be held in Strongsville, Ohio, at a community library on August 11, 1978, a Parma, Ohio man photographed a UFO in the Brecksville Reservation. While picnicking with family members, a Parma gas station attendant sighted a flying saucer coming up over the trees in the western sky. Remembering having a Polaroid camera in his car, he grabbed it and snapped off some photos of the craft before it zoomed off. The photograph was authenticated by the Parma police captain along with investigators from the Cleveland Ufology Project. The Brecksville police, along with Metro Park Rangers, said that they had no other reports of any other UFO sightings that Thursday.